Okay. Where we left off, we're with our uncle. And we have made it to the Dalmekian Republic. We are making our way to meet... Wow, the jaw. We're making our way to meet an acquaintance, I believe.
From the stoutest stoneware.
But this is the thing. We've got so far to go.
Are all your muscles so hard?
Well, I'd be happy to show you, provided I can afford it.
Steady on, yo! What I was gonna say was, we've got so far to go. I don't want to just like run through the town. There might be something worthwhile seeing. Okie dokie. Oh man, rest machine. See you. Have a good time. In this economy, bro. I know, dude.
How about a hot bath?
Look, Father, hot water. But where are the bearers who heated it?
I've got to... Oh, okay. Damn it. Sorry, guys. I was too hasty. Oh, LEC, you have a fantastic night's sleep. Thank you.
They've closed the road, and it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
I love his
Not
voice.
by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalimil, woman of mystery.
I think that's who we're trying to meet
But
up
how
with
will
right
we
now.
find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalimil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
God bless Sid. Not Sid. Well, Sid is Clive. Clive is Sid. Everything's topsy-turvy.
Good day, my lord.
Platinum sword. It's worse than what I've got. Everything's worse than what I've got. Do I need new potions? No,
Thank
I'm
you
good.
for your custom.
Well, you're welcome. Yeah, speaks with townspeople. Is there anything else that I need to explore? Any other interesting conversations about? No. And again, this isn't really like an explory type game for the most part. This game has no chill, but I love it. I love that it doesn't. It's awesome. And again, frankly, I do like that this is not really your sort of open world type game.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Yes.
Allow me.
Yes, Sunstreak, you can.
My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalimil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find
Entrepreneurs.
them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Bar, market,
Oh,
smithy.
You wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalimil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
I hate the way grey hair looks on this person. It doesn't look right. You don't... Yeah. I need to look at it closer. But I just read, CM, you don't like Jill's grey hair?
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I like her
No,
look,
I'll keep
though.
it
She
on.
looks awesome.
I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalimil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question.
Bro!
If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort.
You never
Influence
know.
comes with age and experience.
I love this uncle. So, like, over the top. No, it bugs you. Interesting. It doesn't, because to me, her hair's not graying, like, with age. So to me, it just looks like it's done like that for a style choice. And I'm going, okay, like, I like that. I think it's cool.
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalimil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Okay.
Thank you
Off to the
kindly.
baths, chat. Wow, wow, wee. Yes, you can pet Torgal. And in fact, you get an accomplishment
Sounds like we
if
have
you do
our
it.
man.
Perhaps.
Eee,
Let's go
you
and
get
find
to
out exactly
feed
what this
him.
further knows.
And apparently, like, only a small portion of people had gotten the trophy. Thank you. Yeah, had gotten the trophy for doing it. And I'm horrified by that. How did you not? I think you need to do it like 5 times and you get the trophy. And the fact that people didn't even try and pay him 5 times, it's horrible. Life Bane, thank you so much, you angel. How's it going?
Excuse me. Are you Furda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalimil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Okay, guys, off to the bordello. What raunchy voice line will we hear now?
Trust him.
Only as far as
Ooh, I hate when they didn't give me.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I didn't get enough time
I
to
beg
finish
your
his
pardon?
thought. You know what I'm trying to say?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Okay, here we go. Oh shit! I forget. That's awesome. Imagine, hang on. Imagine you're just some regular, schmegular, degular, you know, your average Joe. And you have just been swamped to the ground, struck by lightning. Again, it's kind of like you can't continuously fight big bad monsters and whatnot. But there is something that's so silly, I think, about fighting ordinary people like this. It's like, how is this even remotely fair? Finally, I keep on forgetting. Hopefully, I mean, we've only recently gotten the abilities, so hopefully it's not too bad. Hey, no, I think grey hair is cool. Jill's hair is fine to me. It's just a color. The uncle could use some more white in there. The uncle's one might be a bit too solid. Whereas so it's not. It needs more like salt and pepperiness. I need to frankly, I've not actually looked at it that much. I need to take a better look at it.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss.
Who's the boss?
He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Oh dear.
Further?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Okay.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
The Lock of Leisure. What a great name. At least you're working towards a down payment, Lifebane. The key takeaway is I spend too much time on TikTok, right? But I also saw a TikTok where these people were interviewing landlords, and like some of the ways that they discuss, like I don't know how to. Once you go flat.
Have a taste.
Once you go flat, what? What does it mean? What's the rest of the line? It's wild what they get people to admit to, basically. Yeah, Red. I think it's like too solid.
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina
Also, aren't they
Dalimil being
boiling?
a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
Yeah, it's
See
like
that
a
he gets it.
blue-grey. It's like a solid blue-grey. Alec, what? Sergeant Matrix, welcome in.
Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance.
Sid the Second.
Sid the Second?
I like that they... I like that.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Are you mad?
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Of course
Why,
not.
you...
Yeah.
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever
Me
it takes
too.
to get what he wants.
Me too.
Men like you have a special place in my heart.
Same. Same.
Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine.
I
So
don't
what
think
do
this is
you
going to
want?
go well.
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man... 5 times
How old
my
is he?
age?
He doesn't look that
But
young.
enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalimil.
Does he
Return
look
to me when
young?
you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Oh, because it's not a word of advice, it's 3 words of advice. Ha ha ha.
It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Okay. I think I'm
We were the
smelling
ones causing trouble in Dalimil.
double crossing type situation. I don't feel entirely good about this. Remember finding the inn where the uncle took his drink and hid. Someone discovered that if you jump into photo mode during this encounter, Uncle Byron is still snacking behind the bar. That's genius. I'm so happy someone saw that. I used to do handy back for landlords to get dried in a real investor associate to find what. Oh, I bet Lifebane. Oh, I bet. And frankly, I don't even want to know. I think it'll make me so upset. Hey, how's it going? Inamon Tower, you welcome in. Liebitio. This merchant knows. Yeah. Jesus. Saga, hey, well, if he's 25 years ago, he's 15, would Sid have been 15-year-old ally? I don't know. It seems weird. Also, Red goes, this guy's mannerisms remind me of Jake from the quarry. But this is the thing. The most important question. Which one is fucking Jake? They're all named Jake or John or Tom or Joe or Dave or Mike or whatever. They're all the same fucking name. I can't keep heads or tails of it. For the best drop in Dalimil, visit the final sting. The idiot himbo that fucked up the car. Oh, okay. What was his name again? Jake? I could see the idiot himbo. The quarry was actually quite good. I quite like that.
Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard then?
I mean, they're all
I've
morons.
heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Okay. I quite liked, what was the name? Sorry, I'm thinking about the quarry now. What was the name of the blonde one? That was quite charming. Toothy smile, but charming in like a dorky kind of way. Thank you for the follows. Welcome in.
Do you have a moment?
No, you don't, Sub.
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalimil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well,
Spend happy. All
don't
right.
let me keep you from your work any longer.
Let's see. Josh or Clive? Josh or Clive? Which one's Josh?
The juiciest meat from greens-fed birds. One bite and you'll be begging for more.
I love this area. I love the music. I love the colors. I love the look and feel of it.
As good as you got. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on.
I will never... If there is a hill I'm going to die on, it is this hill. I cannot bear how often people will pretend like Clive is not gorgeous and so attractive. Them being like, oh, piss off with you. I would rather be caught dead than sleeping with you when someone noteworthy comes in. One, I'm like, are you joking? And then also, anytime that we interact with people, back when we had our bearers, Mark, they're being like, oh, you disgusting, filthy, fucking foul bearer. I wouldn't even, like, spit on you if you were on fire type thing. Like, all horrendousness. I'm like, leave it alone. My God. But the sword polishing comment got me too. I was trying to find something in my drawer.
They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
equipped. Wait, Riddle of the Sands. Which one's Riddle of? Oh no, sorry. The whole thing is called Riddle of the Sands. Sorry. I whipped my head up right quick once I heard the sword polishing. My God. Hey, Zachman, how's it going?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want?
Did I?
Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
Oh, because yeah,
I'm
the
looking
fight.
for my
Okay.
pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
But?
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
But what? Also, it's inviting. They need to have that eyes tested. I know, they're all in bloody denial, aren't they? Good grief, yeah. Exactly, I see. The Venn diagram of people that think Clive isn't hot and then Margot Robbie is mid makes a full circle. That is phenomenally well said. Hang on. It was upstairs, right? I think it's upstairs. Maybe they think he has a degradation kink. Maybe. Maybe. That's probably the nicest way.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Are you now?
Okay. I forgot where I was going with it, but yeah, whatever I was saying.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
Yeah, it's like a very solid color.
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Yeah. Suspicious. Blackhound. It's Final Fantasy. Clive has a lot of competition. These people are spoiled by beauty overload. I think Final Fantasy has the same problem we do. They're too busy looking at Instagram models, huh? Spend too much time looking at Instagram models. They just don't. They're spoiled for choice.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town.
Shocking.
I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult.
A what?
It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face.
Too bloody right.
I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Indeed.
Of course.
Famous last words, and good grief, don't even say such a thing.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
Some out-of-towners picked a fight with the guard, I heard. Got cracked skulls for their trouble.
Not us, though. We cracked other people's skulls, not our skulls being cracked. Let's get this story straight. What is a pop? Yeah, what's a popinjay? Preening popinjay, you what? A dandy, but is it meant to, is it, what is that a reference to? I've just never even heard. Oh, no. Oh, sorry. Come back. Come back. It's beautiful, the little ombre into the dark color on the back of its wings. It's lovely. Oh, a dandy, a show off. Where did that word? Not him. I feel he is like having a race with me. Why is his faster than mine? I feel robbed. Hey Haroon, how's it going? It's a word for a parrot. Alright. Old-fashioned term for a parrot. Got it. Thank you. Southern daytime soap volume. Thank you very much. I blow dried it. Washed it and blow dried it right before stream, which is actually why I was a little late. Sorry. Sorry.
I'll take it from here.
Yeah. Okay.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Gimme.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Trouble afoot. Bayek Auditore, welcome in. Word of advice, never trust an atom. They make up everything.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about
like
the clarity. But what of security?
That's a lot of
If
crystals.
I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Whomst. Oh no!
We have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Wait.
Royalists, eh?
Ah.
What brings you here? Why, to collect their share of Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Got it.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
Why the fuck would you shout it like that?
So it would seem. My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
Okay. Here we go. I assume you are a big Assassin's Creed fan, Bayek. With a name like Bayek Auditore, you have to be. Or maybe you just somehow happen to have the exact same name. How are you feeling about Mirage? Are you excited for it? Good old English self-deprecation, getting a compliment and apologizing for something. I know I need to be less English. I need to just not. It's horrible, isn't it? You know how people talk about like generational curses to break? That's like a nationwide generational curse that we need to break. Oh, magic? No. I love that. So good. Popinjay is from Middle French word. Oh, Papagale. It's the original name parrot in English.
Get him.
Not that. I didn't mean to do that. Wow, I've not thought of the French like that. Oh, no, no, no. There's still someone reviving them. Neutrino walked into a bar. The bartender said, "For you, sir, no charge." Needs more science-themed dad jokes. How great. What is that? This feels horrible. I hate fighting these things. I assume we need to, but it doesn't feel good. Yeah, so these people are with Waloed. It's getting pretty complicated though, because, okay, so we've learned that, punching this thing feels so wrong. That Dalmekia is in cahoots with Waloed. Where this all gets tricky is that Hugo is in cahoots with Sambrek, kind of, only because he's in cahoots with Annabella, and Waloed and Sambrek are fighting against one another, so it's getting very messy, very, very messy.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
He's such a ham.
You were magnificent. The battle scene was
Such a
particularly
ham.
thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
Damn.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalimil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
I think we're about to get double-crossed. I just don't see how that's not going to happen right now. Yeah, CM, I need to, huh? Oh, there's a lot of cahoots going on around these parts. Argent, yo, welcome in. Priest, Imam, and a rabbit walked into a bod. Well done,
I
Icy.
that I still don't know your name.
You don't need to.
Clive.
Okay, well, maybe.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse.
It's
Well,
on site with this
Clive,
dude.
You held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs.
Why?
You still have the purse I
Why?
gave to the soldiers, I trust. I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh,
Considered payment.
was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron.
I feel like we
Rothfield.
shouldn't
Thank
be
you very
telling
much.
people our name.
Thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh!
Here, wear this.
New outfit? No. I mean, I love the outfit I'm wearing.
Any friend
but-
of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank
Okay,
you,
good
Lubor.
stuff.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalimil is back in bed with Sid.
He seems so trustworthy.
Omia lost Elan.
New kink unlocked. Clive speaking whatever the hell language that was just then. Kind of actually sounded like Elvish.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive?
Like Lord of the Rings Elvish.
So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Thank you for the follows. Welcome in, lovely people.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I feel like Hugo is just unhinged. The Parliament can't keep a leash on the man, so he just does as he pleases. Oh, totally. I mean, Hugo is entirely self-serving at this point, whether he was always that way or not. Well, no, he must have kind of always been that way because... I'll speak to him in a second. He must have always been that way because prior to Benedicta meeting her end, he was plotting with Benedicta for him to become king of, like, I'm king of the world. So yeah, I don't think he's ever done anything for, like, the betterment of his country, or at least, like, deep down, anything he's done I think is with the intention of serving himself. So yeah, definitely an unhinged one for sure. Hey, good you're still ahead of me. JC, welcome in, lovely. How's it going? I can't believe they insulted Clive like that. I'm fucking irate. Even the game is roasting the man. Clive gets roasted in this game relentlessly, and it is so undeserved. I feel like I'm in a fever dream, you know? Unless it's a desert themed outfit with even a deeper v-neck. That's what that's what I wanted, Red. I want to be Clive Stolas. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I thought the quest was in front of that guy. It's this one.
Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
How do you know my name's Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test.
Not him calling himself the
Maybe
least...
I'm just not the resourceful type.
Least knowledgeable
People
one.
are
That
buying
makes
up
me
weapons
sad.
faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalimil. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
That's so sad.
I suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
We'll help you, mate.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalimil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to? There's plenty of folk in Dal. There's the butcher. Of course, they're bound to have an opinion or two about the... All right. I think we have a plan.
What?
Let's get to it, shall we?
Sorry, he
I'll
was
talk to
taking a
every
really long
cook
time
I
to
can
land the
find.
plane there.
You speak to the butcher.
All right.
Let's hope there's someone.
Oi. Dearie me. Feel bad for Hugo. He lost Benedicta. Now both his hands. He's the strongest man I know for still living. Bless him. Wow.
Take a simple test and turn it into a riddle.
He's definitely fueled by... Well, frankly, it'd be interesting to see. We don't yet know what sort of state he's in right now.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
He's not a particularly likable guy, though.
I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith?
Something.
Fair enough. First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy...
So a knife that stays sharp.
I hope to God this side mission has like a really important, cool little something, because this feels a bit silly right now. Tell me, what makes a good knife? Sounds like, yeah, Elvish Sindarian, right? It really did. I was even going to say Sindarian, but I was like, I don't want to say the wrong kind of Elvish. Because Lord knows, that's not a hill. I'm not trying to rattle that beehive.
Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you alright?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need.
Oh,
Might your
fuck,
services be for
Sappho.
hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't get the joke.
We'll go and take a look.
I just reread
Wonderful.
it.
It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is...
I made a mistake. I don't want to prioritize it right now. I need to finish the other one. I got confused. I was supposed to find the the
They've opened the gate.
no,
Igor was true to his word.
carving out a niche. No, where's the carving out the niche? Where's the one for carving out? I need the one that's marked number 1. Yeah, I don't get the joke. Am I being really that stupid?
Needed to a silken
Oh, because he can't masturbate anymore. Is that the insinuation?
Have pride of place in Castle Dasbog. You too.
It's not that I'm pure. I don't know. I just didn't. He can't masturbate. Got it. I got it. I got there in the end. Frankly, well, I'm not gonna go there. Minimap, minimap, minimap. Yeah, what the speak with the townspeople. Normally, though, they'll mark who the townsperson is I need to speak to. Yeah, if you get close enough.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of gazelle.
Is it just that I'm not in the right area yet? Oh, I think I need to go maybe up here.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of Cook's trough is when they want to lord it over us.
This is... Shit.
I need to drink.
Who is the other person that I need to speak
You're
to?
going to drink my pockets dry.
And I'm out of the area now. Ugh. Am I being so silly? Who is the other person that I need to speak to?
Is it true?
Can I here? Oh, do this. Speak with the townspeople, but where can I go and look at like journal? No. Okay, yeah. Journal. Yes, but
The men of the rock will cart
whomst is the other town person?
The most fragrant herbs and fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
I can't talk to you.
Put a knife with an edge like Odin's razor in
Yep.
my hand, and I'll make short work of any carcass.
Yep. Can't talk to you, can't talk to you. No, no.
Basin pots, bowls and basins.
The baths are, closed for scrubbing. Please bear with us a little longer.
In all my years tending the baths, I've never known anything like this to happen. Please, find out what's gone wrong.
Oh, it's the bath people again. Yeah, they want you to search around. When you get close to them, the mark will pop up. I feel like unless I'm totally missing something, I've searched this area fairly thoroughly. And the marker's not popped. He's at the entrance, I think. The entrance to... Is it sad? I look at this dude and I just think of Patches.
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business with you.
Maybe I'll get my own butter knife after the side quest. I know, it seemed like it would be an interesting side quest to do. And now, okay, let's just do this. This side quest for the other one is agitating me. Let's just... How the hell do I get over there? Yeah. Oh my god! I'm so mad. I swear that didn't pop up. Okay. I feel like... dude, whatever. Whatever.
What is it?
Sorry.
Hunter?
I have a question.
Oh. Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade.
Yeah, sure.
While
Okay.
I'm on the hunt.
Yeah.
Thank you. I won't keep...
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
Very well. So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation.
Thank you. I'm glad that he
Sir
at
had
least...
better luck than I did.
He at least added... I'm glad he added the voice line, like, hardly a revelation. I mean, do we really need to go and ask people that? Yeah, Patches, right? Now that is definitely trademark Patches stance. Yo, Lemon, welcome in. It was illegal to use it. Hey, Captain Game Master! Premier League starts in a month. Who do you support?
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalimil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalimil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully.
Bandied enough words to him. No. What a great word. But, like, also,
Must be
what?
missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin. Trouble is, it's either meaning someone is going to be disappointed.
Is there no one else you can turn to?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. A merchant. A favourite of Forge Master Lou. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Okay. The merchant was totally flirting, though. It seems it, huh? Shout out to the mods. Clyde, oh Clyde, wherefore art thou, Clyde? It is me, little chip off the old Java. You're so late. Got strawberries and whipped cream. Good grief. Bloody hell. Clyde, oh Clyde, wherefore art thou, Clyde? It's me, your little chip off the old Java. You're so late. I got strawberries and whipped cream. I don't know if that was quite Cockney, but it was some sort of other British accent that's not mine. You're a Spurs fan. Oh. Can I get around that way? No, what I am going to say is we've got the Women's World Cup coming up in a week, I think. And we like to do, for the Euros and for the Men's World Cup, we've done fun things in the Discord. So we'd like to do some more fun things in the Discord for the Women's World Cup. So if that sounds bollocks of interest, exclamation point Discord to join. How the hell do I cross over? Have I way overcomplicated this? Probably. Let's open up the map. Oh, seriously? Oh my days. I think I need to go back up and through and around. What a horrible mistake. But also a bit cheeky. Oh, Ubax, I just read what you wrote. How lovely is that? Okay, can we cross? I don't think there's any way to like... Wow, no, they're like absolutely not. The water looks gorgeous. But you have to go the long way around, it seems. Leg eater, good grief. So find fictitious metal that happens to be lighter and sturdier than iron to make fancy knife. Yeesh. It does seem to be it, but it's also like... And again, I think the only reason why I'm getting annoyed is that the side missions really do seem rather like hit or miss. But I want to do them all, so I don't want to... The good ones have been really good, so I don't want to miss out. But this is a whole palaver that I'm not sure we really needed to have to go through the whole thing of it, you know? No, you're good. You're good, Dan. We also need to go big for the new season, Boss Lemon. We do. We should go big for the new season. We should. We definitely should. It's not that long till the new season. Hopefully a better one for Chelsea, but we'll see. You know what's sad? I went to like a local pet shop or whatever to pick up stuff for Goblin, and I got absolutely clowned on by the cashier for being a Chelsea fan. And I was like, normally you're not supposed to know what football is anyway. The perils of football being more popular in America.
Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but...
Hey!
You tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress
Thundrea, is that how you say the name? Welcome in!
They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill.
Okay, so we have a new...
Are there any materials unique to Dalimil?
Raiders, massive welcome in. Guys, if you're from my community, please give Thundrea a follow if you are not already. I apologize. I try not to talk over cutscenes.
Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalimil remark wasn't a riddle.
But a hint. Beware. You rebanded yourself.
You
rebranded.
Folk first
Wait,
settled Dalimil to get it in mineral deposits.
what was the name
And
previously?
if
Super
you know
Saiyan
the
Girl.
trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell.
Okay.
I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Good stuff.
Clive,
The limestone. Besides,
you'll have...
Then I suppose I'll meet...
Right you are.
Sometimes, sorry, they talk so long. This does not, unfortunately, does not seem that interesting of a side mission. But thank you, Thundrea. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Java Chip. This is my first ever playthrough of, obviously, of Final Fantasy, but it's my first ever playthrough. Sorry, obviously Final Fantasy 16, but it's my first ever playthrough of any Final Fantasy game. I'm completely backseat gaming friendly, so if you have tips and tricks and whatnot to share, please feel free to share them. And if you're from my community and you're not following Thundrea, please give her a follow. Super lovely, super lovely. And thank you for the follows. How was your stream? What did you get up to? Oh, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely... I know it may not seem it because I was just then passing over, like quickly running through the cutscene, or like the, I don't know, dialogue for this side mission. But the main story is phenomenally well done. I actually think the pacing is really good. I think they start off with a real bang. They set intrigue up really early on, really strong early on. And they do a good job, I think, of giving you moments of pause and lull so you're not feeling so overwhelmed the whole time. And then at the same time, when things are going, they're really going and really pulling you along. I think the one point of criticism that the game's received that I do think is fair to criticize, but also I understand why it's the case, is that some of these side missions are a bit hit or miss. There are some that are just phenomenal, and then a lot, unfortunately, at the beginning that are quite dull. The other gripe that I have... Oh, no.
I'm not too late.
I don't want to do main mission stuff.
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang.
Why do you want to know?
To finish Hugo Kupka.
Why would you say that?
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Dhalmekia and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Okay.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest.
Okay.
I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
Oh, that was such a good voice line.
Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Oh, I love that. I think that was so well done just then. So well done. What was I saying?
Drake's Fang should be just beyond.
I get why some of the side missions are a bit no, we're doing a side mission. A bit slow at first, and I don't know how you handle that, because you can't be go all the time. Like, I think you need the moments of lull. But and then another thing that I've just now realized that I think is also kind of a bit challenging, right, are like these moments where
but hopefully this is what Seven needs.
They're revealing that Dhalmekia is in cahoots with Waloed, but it's now been multiple times that I think quite a fair few times that we've been shown that, but like the first time that we've been shown that, I think the first time we would have been shown that, Clive wouldn't have been present. So it's like we need to discover Clive needs to discover what we've discovered, if that makes sense. I think I'm remembering that correctly. I might not be.
Wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
I like how a lot of these minor issues in their world are basically people struggling with science because they've been spoiled by magic, which is actually interesting.
You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now,
Just seems horny for them.
Limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Hey, Mick Fallout, thank you for the tier 1 29 months, you lovely. How's it going? Welcome in. And thank you for the follows, everyone. Big welcome in. Slokabos. That'll do.
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalimil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue.
Yeah,
And just
Thunder.
as well.
Yeah.
I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalimil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use.
Because it's lime.
And it's heavy.
Whatever.
Heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
Isn't limestone quite porous?
Certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava: know your customers.
Yeah, this guy seems like a moron. Jesse, hi.
Just about passable.
But only just. You need birth chart reading. Are you excited for the birth chart reading? Oh, you're lurking. Oh, thank you for the lurk. And thank you for the follow.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for.
Mm-hmm.
If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it
I like
cost
this
an
guy.
absolute fortune.
I think he's clever. But yeah, I feel like limestone
goes a master, all right.
would be terrible
Looks like
for a knife.
congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
I get the vibe.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters.
And Clive is a better person than I am.
You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Just don't make it out of limestone, alright? Please. Who farted? Carving out a niche. Again, they've done a fantastic job with this. I think in the game. They've labeled in particular the side missions. The main missions are like serviceable names, but the little side missions all have like quirky or fun names. So I think they've done quite a good job with it. Good stuff. I don't know who did the fart. It didn't populate in the chat for me, but whoever it did, thank you. Thank you.
The finest fabrics.
Oh, bless Jesse. You're so lovely. I've always struggled with channel point reward redemptions. I can never think of things that are like cool to offer, but that also don't like heavily disrupt the flow of like gaming or whatever. So it's fun that I've at least found one that people are interested in, because again, I think I've done not to be disparaging, but it's not my strong suit, let's say that. How the hell do I get over there? Oh my days. I'm so disappointed they didn't name the apprentice
Good girl.
Geralt. It was a missed opportunity. The 14 team loves their puns. It's so good. It's so... And I think the game also has a really good... Can I jump this? Has a really good balance of... I keep on calling it camp. I'm not sure if camp is maybe necessarily the right way to describe it. But it's got its moments of like humor and levity and sort of not taking itself overly serious. And then the times where it absolutely takes itself very appropriately seriously. I think it's super refreshing. You know what it kind of reminds me of, and I think I compared it to this in yesterday's stream. It reminds me a bit of those like, you know, late 90s, early 2000s sort of action films.
That explains the heat.
It's kind of honestly gives me a little bit Uncharted, like tonally, I think gives me Uncharted vibes as well. In the campy moments. No, hang on. Oh, okay. Hang on. I'm trying to remember how to do some of this stuff. No. Do it. It's such a weird combo to have to hit. The square and then the circle for that. I want to get it though. I want to learn how to do it properly though, you know. Puns, you hear puns, Paragon. It's like you've been summoned. It's cheesy but in all the right ways. Yeah, it's in cheesy in all the right ways. Also at like appropriate times, you know what I mean? It's serious when it needs to be serious and then has the lovely like levity. Oh, no. Those are not projectiles. I should recheck how that's meant to be done. Because I'm not doing it right. And again, but I do think it'll be very useful ability. You have gas again. Was it you? Yeah, it was me. It was me all along, Surfer. It can be cheesy, but in a fun way. Yeah. Oh, no. Old Faithful. I've just realized what it's called. Amazing combo. Good stuff. Bath bomb. Yo. How? Again, cheesy. Of course. Yeah, self-deprecating humor at times. Yeah. Totally. 90s blockbuster action vibes count. Yeah. Don't you think? Has to be a perfect block for the counter. I think it is though. I think that's what it is though. And I'm just not. The thing is, I'm pretty sure to activate it, the Titan block,
enough to keep the baths from boiling.
You hold this and then you have to hit square at the perfect time. Actually, well, let me just check that that's what it is, because I think that's what it is. Yeah, block an enemy attacks, and when the guarded limit is timed perfectly, it can be used to launch up to 3 counterattacks. Whoa, and it looks amazing. I've got to learn how to do that properly. But it feels weird to go from hitting circle to then hitting square. Come on. It feels awkward. No, it's circle when it hits, then oh, maybe that's what I'm not doing right. So you've okay. So the trick is that you've got to throw it up. Hang on. Okay. Well, this is really annoying because I want to use my hand. The trick is that you've got to time throwing it up perfectly to block it, and then once I've got that animation, you're free to then hit the square button. All right, that makes more sense. I thought you had to keep the block held up and then hit the square button at the perfect time, and I was like, that's such a weird combination to have to hit. It feels awkward. Speaking of the 90s, did you play Lord Dan in Jurassic Park?
Come on, girl.
No, do you know what is so funny? Well,
that'll do, girl.
I often will get compared to Lord Dan, and I used to have an alert that looked like Lord Dan because of it. But I swear, like, I didn't get the comparison nearly as much until I started streaming. But then I was like, well, obviously I'm streaming, so there are more people seeing me now. So I like, you get where I was going with it. Or maybe you don't. Because I didn't say it well at all.
It won't be long now before we are back to business as
My mum, though, spitting image of Lord Dan.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
Total geezer. Well done,
You tell a
Sunstreak.
fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about.
I need to buy
But I burdened
potions.
you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Good day. Kind of looks like part of Yellowstone. Yeah, I assume those were intentional names. They were intentionally named like that. Hey, Hollaback, how's it going? Lovely. How are you? Okay, cool. That was, we at least got good components, or it looks like good crafting components for it. So now where's, it's the other way around. And there's definitely no more side missions, right? I hope not. No, good. Here. And then let's make our way.
Good day, my lord.
Good day to you. Oh, that may remind me of you know, in Willy Wonka, and they go, "I said good day."
My thanks.
And the Willy Wonka trailer is now released. I've not seen it all. You know, the new one. I forget what it's called. The new Willy Wonka with Timothée Chalamet. I haven't seen it, but I saw little bits and pieces.
Ready, go.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Faster.
Do you have the Berserker ring? Probably, I think. No, actually, maybe I don't. What gear do I have? It's like, maybe let's remove that. Reduces ignition cooldown. Reduces wind up. I should probably put that on, honestly. Which one is ignition? Which one is ignition? This one, which I don't. Oh, I've learnt it, but I don't have it equipped. Okay. I don't know if I want to. Peregrine! Haha, thank you for the gifted sub to Laura Dern vibes. Thank you. Hey, Blue Ranger, how's it going? How are you? Laura Dannon, mishearing again. Who is Laura Dannon? Oh, abilities. I should check points for abilities. Let's do that quickly. 15k. Whoa. Blocking an enemy attack with the step forward increases the potency of the following punches. Gosh. Maybe let's just upgrade the wind up, I think, for now. I'm not sure what else I want to spend them on, but I think that will be worth it. You can't get the ring until a bit later, okay. You kind of like the trailer's vibe so far, alright. Thundrea, have a fantastic night's sleep, guys. Once again, if you are not following her, please, please do. Please give them a follow. It would mean the absolute world to me. Immaculate, immaculate vibes. Gene Wilder, yeah, Gene Wilder did great. He hated that one with Johnny Depp. God, it's bright. Flashbang.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him.
Bit of a fool's errand.
Be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vice-reine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Beautifully done.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so.
Wow.
But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now.
We would quite like to have him in
world.
charge.
Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
Eagle cry.
You really are just like him, you know?
It's a lovely moment.
Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band.
Oh, bless him. Oh, I love him.
Till
He's
then,
so lovely.
my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet.
Oh God, please, I hope we meet again sometime.
You can regale me too, Torgal.
Please. Oh, I'm getting nervous. That was such a great moment, though. That was so well done. I think that was so well done.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Oh God, I hope that this revenge plot doesn't completely destroy us. Yeah, Sunstreak, but we don't have good control over it. It was distracting though, Red, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just so wild and weird, but like the like in the distance, that seemed like unnecessarily loud. Like took me out of it for a second. I was like, what? Oh no, Icy Spectre, don't say that. I'm gonna cry, dude. I'm gonna cry. Dame Vera Java. We'll meet again. Yeah, CM and Icy Spectre are sharing a brain cell, and I love it. Okay, the jaw. No, that's where we are right now. The gaping chasm worn through ageless stone serves as the Republic's sole gateway to Drake's Fang. We need to carry on to Drake's Fang, but before we do, side missions. I don't think there are side missions, which I'm frankly thrilled about, because I want to continue on with the main story, but whenever I see a side mission, I am compelled to do it. Zero, is that how you say it? Welcome in, Pog, Super Pog. Drake's Fang. Unlike the other mother crystals of Valencia that tower above the realm, Drake's Fang lies buried deep within a hollow crag scholars call a geode. Oh, interesting. So this is a mother crystal that's obviously buried deep underground, because that's what a geode is. I scienced well. Cool. That'll be cool. So it's like a mother crystal deep in. Mum says it's my turn to use a brain cell. The funny thing is, like, that's something that we actually mods and I often say again to one another. Wow. Babe, you don't... Yeah. Beautiful table.
Why do they start?
Like, the tile work is lovely.
What has that gutter rat done to me?
Wow. Oh, God bless you, babe.
Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart!
Now, who is that?
I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
This is the person that picked him up.
He sought to humiliate me. Me!
So he's from Waloed.
If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbord.
Harbord. Harbord Thammer, maybe? Isn't that Barnabas' surname? Something like that.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck.
Wow.
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
We'll see if we find out, Red. If we don't, I'll pause it.
What must I do?
Not the challenging
Please,
wank.
I'll do anything. Just tell me.
Jail. Straight to jail with you.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate.
And died.
And still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon.
Oh yeah, Benedicta, I guess, didn't she?
Like Benedicta Harmon.
But how do you know that? How do you know that?
She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
Ah, that's how she was able to resummon it. And of course, because she was with the intelligencers of Waloed, so he would know what she did. Okay.
Benedicta.
Alright, I'm piecing it together.
I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light.
I don't know. There's something... I hate pausing. Lord Harbord, Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Waloed's armies, Harbord is known as many as a constant knight by reason of his unchangingly icy demeanor and his unwavering loyalty to his liege. Indeed, he appears to command Barnabas' complete trust, having been gifted full command of the Royal Order of Knights despite his apparent youth. The capacity in which he evacuated Hugo Kupta from Rosalith Castle, however, remains a mystery. So, I hate pausing the cutscenes. I kind of feel like this was worthwhile, but just to quickly, like, I guess recap this. He is not related to Barnabas by blood. He is the Lord Commander of the Waloedian army. But he clearly has some sort of superhuman strength. There is something special about him. We don't yet know what the specialness thing is to him, but we will find out. Okay.
Muthos is here. Very well. It shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Ooh. Bruce, alright. Did Clive mail Hugo's hands in a box? He should at least return the rings, frankly. Is it sad that that's the first thing I thought when his hands got chopped off? I was like, his rings! Hugo had so many cool rings on. See, Saget, I don't know. You might be onto something. Mmm. Whose or what blood is that? Oh, God. What is that?
Orcs.
Oh.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Okay, into the darkness. I wonder if, and you guys will know the answer to this, are orcs common enemy types in like Final Fantasy games normally? Is that why? Or yeah, Parent Youth totally sus. There is something going on, and someone else wrote it in, sorry, we're like debriefing really quickly. Someone else wrote it in chat. He is Sid's replacement. He is special for some reason. We don't yet know how he's special, but the whole thing does seem quite suspect. Yeah, we should be concerned. And the fact that he's taught Titan to like hack into the Mother Crystal's heart to gain power again. We already know that it didn't turn out well for Benedicta. We know that he knows that. We also know that he knows now that I'm here. I'm not sure what his ploy is. They're then obviously working with Mythos. Mythos, I think. So that was a reveal as well. Will Wonka wink at Willy want... Oh my gosh, Paragon, what a tongue twister. How much wood can a woodchuck chuck? And so I want to see Hugo's hands on a trophy pot. That whole thing was also so well animated. Him smashing the table, that whole conversation. It was brilliant, in my opinion, brilliantly done. So well done. But fucking, see, I'm calling it a challenging wank. No hands Titan, yeah, seriously, dude. Bad, bad, bad. Kind of rare to see them. Sunstreak, have a fantastic night's sleep. Thank you so much. Orcs are not common in the main Final Fantasy games. Okay. This is just some straight Lord of the Rings influence. I mean, if you say orc, I do be thinking Lord of the Rings, but I compare everything to Lord of the Rings.
Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen?
I would have to believe the Venn diagram. Well, I don't know. I would think that there's crossover between people interested in Final Fantasy or people interested in this Final Fantasy and people that like Lord of the Rings. And so I wonder if for that orcish fodder, I wonder if for that purpose they're included. I don't know. Again, the game I think has done such a good job so far. I think it's a really compelling story, and I think they've done a really good job of setting up intrigue and paying it off. And I think the only thing that I sort of question, I don't love pausing the cutscenes as they're playing out, right? Because it's distracting and you want to let the scene play out and whatever. But I'm trying to think how we could have been able to know how we could have been able to know exactly who that person was without
So much for
pausing
the men
it.
of the rock.
You know what I mean?
Dalmekia's finest.
I knew that he was with the Waluda people, but I was like, oh, is he Barnabas's relative of some sort? And he's not. But I don't know how else we would have known that.
Fire and flame!
Oh, I love Clive. Orc Mesmerizer. Ah, I see. The talisman that I've got has increased the size of the red. That's interesting. I think the talisman that I'm wearing has done that. I'm not positive. Do you know who's playing an Oompa Loompa? Yes, Hugh Grant. I know. That's where I'm like, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Seems like a very odd choice. It could frankly be interesting. Because Hugh Grant is kind of known to play role. He's quite a serious person. He's got like a British sense of humor to it, but even still, he's quite, I would call him quite grumpy. And in his prime, he was kind of renowned for taking roles that sort of, I don't know, benefited him from like an attractiveness standpoint. So it is intriguing that he's playing an Oompa Loompa. Yeah, had you dying. It's for sure an interesting choice. Wait, am I going backwards? No, because there are new enemies in here. Okay. I feel like I've done that a fair amount. And it's silly because it's linear, right? So it shouldn't be a challenge in that sense. But I do find I wonder if I'm like turned around quite a lot. Oh, dodge. What the hell is that? I just dropped one of my earbuds. Tip's come off and I can't find it. Annoyed. That is very annoying. Very, very annoying. My deepest sympathy. Which sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but I'm not. That was kind of a waste.
This one.
Okay, it's starting to kind of grow on me. Remember, you can press the right analog stick and toggle. I will point the way. I actually forgot about that. Thank you for that. I totally forgot that is a thing that you can do. That is such a good point. That is such a good point. I want to try the block thing. Come on. Okay. Good stuff. So now maybe instead of trying to do the perfect dodge, we'll do the perfect counter. I love that. That's really good. Let's maybe upgrade that. I know, I can't believe it's called Orcish Fodder. I don't really know why they would have done that, to be honest, but to each their own, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. Cool. Thank you, whomever it was that told me how to use it properly. I think hair ties are meant to be lost. Hair ties and bobby clips. Taunt are Oh, R2 plus the touchpad. What is it? There's another ability that I have that, oh, interesting. Combines the touchpad. I think it's square and touchpad. And I don't know. Call me crazy. I just think anything with the touchpad is such a cursed combo. It never comes to mind. I never think like, oh yes, I should hit the touchpad whilst doing this.
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Not the orc loins, Farragon. My god. The cursed combo. So hang on. It's R2 and... I don't know if I'd... Come on. Come on. Did you hit me or Torgor? You know, the problem is you're hitting Torgor. I'm trying to do the block and you're just hitting my poor boy. So I'm standing there like an asshole, letting Torgor get the shit kicked out of him. You haven't touched Torgor commands the entire game, right? I like completely forgot that it was a thing. Clack, yo, welcome in. And I feel terrible. I can't remember who it was that recommended this, but like ages ago, someone had recommended that I keep the talisman medallion on. That has Torgor auto everything, and that was a fantastic.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
Hang on. Come on. That sucks. I can't benefit from it. Okay. Let's maybe not do it. It also seems quite weird to fight this thing that, terrible.
Well done,
Yep, not getting these right, am I? But I was.
Let's try. Slow.
You can bait counter with the taunt. Ah, that would be, gosh, that's the kind of stuff where like I said, I was watching the dev do this stuff, and that's the kind of thing where you just go, oh my gosh, you have such an amazing understanding of how the game works to be able to pull something like that off, you know? I want to die inside messing that up. Punching nothing. Sob. And that's the problem now, is I'm also now using a lot of like higher like cooldown abilities, so I'm quite more often finding myself that I have an ability that's not available. Good stuff. Or like I go through periods of time where there's no thing available, you know what I mean? Like a special block sent projectiles back at the boss, except the boss teleported out the way. Feels bad. But just know that I was, you know, so talented and smart and capable enough that, you know, I had thought to at least do that and pull it off. There's nothing to collect over this way, right? No, I don't think so. Again, not that kind of game. Hey, Trav! Oh, hey, it's been 4 months. Thank you for the resub, you lovely. Tier 1, 4 months. How are you doing? Woo! Welcome in, woo! I love saying that. Woo! Overfed orcs indeed. Gut bustin'.
By the flames.
Come on, Torgal.
I like that he says that, by the flames. Beautiful. Beautiful. This place is gorgeous. The game is so...
Kuka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
How cool is that? How cool, how clever. I actually don't think unless we didn't get the reveal, I don't think I appreciated that when we were seeing that scene that his castle was built in the place with the crystals. You know what I mean? Built with the Mother Crystal, and it looks absolutely stunning. Also, that is the second time today that I've heard the phrase that he doesn't do one doesn't do things by halves, which is just another way of saying like full send it. We only ever I try and be the person that doesn't do things in halves, but I've like not heard it said that way. Yeah, I kind of feel like it's almost a Britishism, you know what I mean? Taj Mahal kind of gives that vibe though, Captain Game Master, you're right. The visuals are constantly stunning. Constantly, hard agree. Oh no. How do I cancel? No! How do I get out of this? I can't. I just tried circle. I've tried circle. I've tried start. Oh. Circle didn't work. Start didn't work. But X did work, which feels kind of strange. Okay. So if anyone needs to cancel out of like touching a door, X. Do X. Thank you for the follows. Start and let go. I meant O2. Yeah, just press X again. Yeah. Save. Create save file. Into the dot. But now I'm very scared that everyone's told me to save. We make 2 just to be safe. I feel very scared. Because I try not to save scum. So now, oh god, we're in emote only mode. Jesus, the panic setting in. Why would I need to have saved? Why would I need to have saved?
Let the trial begin.
Okay.
What the hell?
With me,
I love that he's talking to Torgal like this. And I assume it's because we don't have anyone else to speak to. He's the only party member right now. But I guess, do we normally speak to our party members like that? I think I mucked that up. I'm just shy of it. Silliness. Now I'm just obsessing over the fact that you guys told me to save.
Nice try.
That was a good, I'm glad I put that talisman on. I assume it's the talisman. Or I keep on calling it a talisman. That might be an Elden Ring thing. Whatever it's called, that's opened up that window for the attack. God.
I needed that.
keep on forgetting that we're in emote only mode. I don't know what's happening. Good stuff. Alright. The Undertaker vanquished. To the victor go the spoils.
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Mythos.
Okay. So we were a little trial thing so he could understand Mythos. Okay, Jesus. Hunter, yo. That boss wasn't too bad. I would just make a habit of saving before entering a big open area or like that. Is that the only reason why, guys? Because the boss might have been hard? Jesus Christ.
Did you do this too?
No. Ah, fuck. I was like, guys, if that's the only reason why, then, you know... Geez, you could have just let a gal know. You're giving me a bloody heart attack. But it's worse than that because now... I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why, and I try my absolute best not to save scum, but I feel like if I do something, if I make a decision that horribly fucks things up, I cannot promise I would not save scum to fix it.
This one.
Oh, the music is so good, guys. It's so good. People pronounce this game Mythos with a U. Yeah, but it's Mythos, right? But you did so well. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason why you'd want to go back to the save. I feel like you guys are memeing. I feel like I'm being trolled right now. She doesn't know Pepe Love. I don't know. Okay. It's getting tense now. Yeah, it's such a good... It's... The area is fantastic. Sorry, this might be so random to say. This might be so random to say. But these enemy types right now, like appearing from the ground, remind me so much
Are these things here for me?
of the enemy types. The little black with the white, with the little doody boppers and the yellow eyes in Kingdom Hearts. I cannot remember what the hell they're called, but it reminds me a lot of those enemy type. Anyway, so how incredibly smart and well done is it that this castle, one, it's like very short and stout. It's like a very like commanding castle in that it feels really, it's not elegant and tall and graceful. It's like, it feels very powerful in its like shortness and like size like that. And also for it to have been made part of where the Mother Crystal is such a small detail, but tells you so much about Hugo and Hugo's character. And I think that that's what the game has continuously done well, is moments like that, like really, really smart, clever storytelling, you know. Thank you for the follows. Massive welcome in. Mythos. But like, it's isn't that spelt with an I? Bravery. Some opponents will use the ability Bravery to invigorate nearby allies, enhancing their performance in battle. Look for the icon and defeat these targets first. Okay. Java going for Kupka? Yes, I am. Now, Torgal. Heartless, thank you. I think that's what they're called. Heartless, yeah. Or nobodies. I think it is heartless, but it frankly could be nobodies. I mean, frankly, same. You know. Now, who would dare troll you? No one. No one would dare troll me. I've never been trolled by chat a day in my life. She says, absolutely dripping in sarcasm. I like the dark scary feel, yeah. Really dim, but like very warmly lit. And also just like beautiful. Beautiful.
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
Hang on. Twisted glowing blue creatures that awaited Clive and Jill deep within Phoenix Gate to try and prevent them from gaining the innermost recesses of the apodictory. Yes. Okay. You really love this game, Java. I really do. I really do. I think it's great. And frankly, I think probably one of the reasons why I do.
No holding back.
How do I say this? I think one of the things that ended up actually really helping is that I went into this with no expectations. I didn't plan on playing this at all until so many people had told me to just play the demo, and it just so happened that it was like it like hit me at the right time, and I was like, all right, for whatever, I don't even remember what I was supposed to have been doing in the stream that day, but whatever it is, I didn't do it.
This one.
I'm in trouble. Have I tried using Titan Triangle ability in the air yet? No, I haven't, because I admittedly spend not nearly enough time in the air for combat. I hardly ever jump. Hang on, it's the Titan ability. Which Titan ability, I wonder? No. How would I do it all in the air? Oh, okay, well, bad time to try and guess. Well, we'll come back to that. Oh, upheaval. Which one's upheaval? Oh, it's probably going to be like a ground pound, isn't it? Okay. Oh, nice. I don't even have to time it. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, well, that's quite nice to know. Thank you. Yeah, the liches seem quite hard to fight. It's gonna be Torgal that got you to do it. Honestly, valid. That's like not the voice actor of Clive today, whose tweets I do keep up with, making a comment that was like, it was a bunch of photos of this is important to pause and talk through. It was a bunch of photos of like wolf cosplay thing, and he goes, for my very serious, not at all joking, Torgal cosplay. And so I saw that and I quote tweeted and I was like, just you wait till the fanfic writers like see this. Didn't get nearly enough love, guys. I thought that was quite funny. Alas. Is that not the way that I was meant to go? I could have sworn I came in from that way. Wait, actually no, maybe I didn't. Torgal? Okay. I wonder if this game gateway drug for you to play other Final Fantasy games. Frankly, yes. Hey, GJ White. I think you were on Liza P. Oh, but weren't feeling it. Is that what it was? Oh, aerial combos are a pretty big part of the game. I've got to get better at it. I don't do them nearly enough.
You've been busy, Kupka.
Yeah, Clive. It's not good.
Where did you go?
We don't want to know. I just realised his bed is in the room With his table? Yeah, assume that's the heart.
The heart.
Okay, it is confirmed, the heart.
He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it.
I don't want to go in.
Come on, Toggle.
I don't want to go in. I don't want to do it. Oh, hang on. Favors of the earth, I think. Not an ability. Reduces wind up. Cooldown time. Hang on. Increases upheaval damage by 8%. Let's try that instead, maybe. Thank you, Muse. Thank you. Isn't aerial basically TV antennas? Different kind of aerial. Maybe. Maybe it's not actually a different kind of aerial now that I think about it. Ben Starr is a legend. He's... Oh, sorry. I kind of thought I would jump down. He's quite funny. I've got to give it to him. I know, I actually thought there might have been something to do with the bed, but alas. Maybe save before I go in. What the heck? Something so awful must happen. I'm genuinely very nervous. And I must have the ability... I must have some way to muck it up. That's the only reason why people would tell me to save, is because then I would have the ability to undo it. And Lord knows, if you give me the opportunity to muck something up, I inadvertently will. Everyone tried vaulting that ledge, not just me.
Just what I need.
I mean, come on. We all agree that would have been a lot of a cooler way to do it. It was a real missed opportunity with that, methinks. Well, what a waste. But again, you get the limit break up really quickly, so there's no reason to hold on to it. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, aerial combat, aerial combat. Thing is though, is it, this may sound silly, is it like aerial combat with things even if they're not in the air? Or just finding a way to better fight things that are in the air, you know what I mean? Maybe not, that might not make sense, but it made sense to me. That needs to be upgraded, I reckon. Although I think, is that not what I have the talisman on to do more damage? You probably want an ability that will launch you, oh, like spinning wheel. Yeah, I don't seem to, I like do a little jump in the air, but I'm definitely not gaining a lot of height. But isn't spinning wheel one of the Benedicta's things or not? We're gonna get some oh, for sure. We are in for some kind of horrific spectacle.
That better be the last of them.
Again, that I somehow have the ability to muck up.
I needed that.
Your build is trash for aerial combat, to be candid. That does not offend me in the slightest. You can be absolutely candid, and frankly, I didn't do. I mean, is the aerial combat really that important? Like, am I way shooting myself in the foot for not having optimized a build optimized for aerial combat? Is that like a big time mistake, or you don't think so? Okay, okay. So I was like, I'm actually okay with that, but I like the Phoenix shifts. Gorgeous, so pretty.
my everything.
Gosh.
I've missed you so much.
He's seeing Benedicta right now? Oh, thank you, King of the Milkmen. Thank you, thank you. Welcome in, by the way. Wow, he's literally seeing her.
I swear to you, my love.
No, this isn't good.
We will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
He's going crazy.
Get away from her!
Beautifully done, my god.
Benedicta!
Very sexually charged. Okay, very overtly sexual. I thought they were going for the subtle sexual. I was in fact wrong.
Oh shit, he's priming.
What does that mean? Oh yeah, we saw it last time.
Not now.
Definitely now, Clive. Yeah, nothing subtle there. It was almost subtle though. Kind of. Tom, welcome in.
Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again.
I kind of wish you turned to a phoenix. He won't, but that would be kind of cool. I don't think the Ifrit thing is good. I don't think it's good. Yeah, this is not good. This is really not good. Ifrit's not, it's not... Because again, Clive is something. I don't know what he is. He's not a dominant. I mean, gorgeous. So pretty. Oh my word. Wow, look at it. And he has no oh, well, now he has hands. So I was like, and he has no hands. Oh, well done. Gosh, look how tiny. Wow, Ifrit looks tiny. Oh my word. There we go. I'm remembering the correct combos for things. I hope the only reason you guys told me to save is because this is a challenging fight. And you're just looking out for your hope, for my well-being. Something tells me that's not the case. It's like a stun. No. Okay, we aerial combat climbing. Whoa, pyro salt. Ah, okay. Okay. Ah. Okay, well this is at least fun to do, and I figured out how to do this thing. So just prepare to see that over and over again. God, he looks so creepy. Can I climb up to him at all?
Nice trick.
Cinematic dodge.
You can do it. So could
I feel like it can't be a good thing. You've learnt Brimstone. Well, that looks fantastic. I feel very nervous. It can't be good turning into E3. Wow, he's got like multiple sets of teeth, you know? Hold square, change melee attack after doing the slam attack. Okay. Brimstone. Clive has learnt the ability Brimstone from Titan. Oh, I took the ability from Titan. Question mark. Hold and release R2 and that to emit a violent explosion. Hold this longer to increase the explosion size and length. Okay, press that to cancel it. Okay. Aether is vulnerable to damage when charging Brimstone. Suffering an attack, however, will automatically trigger the explosion. Well, that's good at least. Okay. Caxter, welcome in. Classy Camel, hey. Long time no see. How's it going?
Let's give this a try.
I see it. I see it. I see it. I get it. It was like a charge up. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. So cool. It looks so cool. Oh. I feel like I should be saving Brimstone for something else though, you know what I mean? It's too cool, I had to. And at least then we can work on getting it charged up again. Hi, great to be back. Oh my gosh, don't apologize. Yeah, until dawn, jeez, what a time ago that was, huh? This boss fight music makes it so much more tense. The boss fight music's incredible. I mean, the whole thing is phenomenally done. I quite like this fight. This is probably one of my more favorites of these fights I've done so far. More favorites? Most favorites? Brimstone, I think, is meant to be huge damage when stagger, right? I think a lot of the abilities are. God. Ifrit did not skip leg day. I don't think either of them did. Have you seen his delts? Giffy, welcome in, lovely.
What the hell has he done?
It's... Jeez, look at him. How incredibly well done. I mean, horrifying. Oh, jeez. Surely he's destroyed the heart of the Mother Crystal himself, right? He get angry. He big mad. I think... Yes, Momatose. 100%. That's incredibly well said. It is the most emotionally charged fight. I don't know how I feel about this music.
Founder, help me.
Founder, help me. Wow. Oh my. Whoa. Gotta go fast. I really don't know how I feel about this music. It's an interesting segment though. You have to give it to them. Can I attack these things? I don't think so. Maybe I can. Maybe that's what I need to be doing. Attacking the glowing ones. I need Torrent. Yeah, you can. Okay, okay. Oh my god. This is incredibly cool. Maybe a pinch too camp for me. Can I not? Oh, okay. Okay, I can only attack some of these. Or I'm just really not. Shit. Or I'm just really not attacking it right. I must not be attacking it right. I think I'm just going to try and evade all of these because I'm not getting the attack right, which is a shame because it would be cool to do. Brimstone. I don't think I have enough time to Brimstone then. And it doesn't seem to be punishing me for not attacking him right now. Gotta be bolder with the boulders, but I can't bear it. I mean, so cool, so cool. Again, a bit too camp for me. Feels like a bit of a different game to the one that we were, like, it feels like a different vibe.
I've got you now.
I've not played a Devil May Cry game. I have seen some Devil May Cry games. I don't know if it's the music or like the act of what's actually happening that makes me feel like this is kind of like Devil May Cry, but... What? Why? Music can be a bit jarring when you're not used to 14 repertoire, especially after the melodic part. Yeah, it's the thing. It's like everything else so far has felt like it really fits in the world. And so this is the first something, or not the first, but like one of the first ones I go, this really to me doesn't feel like it fits in, but... Music change, yeah, is jarring. But even, like, there was music that played during the, whose fight was it? What's their name? The scary looking one with the eyes, the no eyelids. That's trapped inside of Joshua. We had a music change with that, that I think felt more appropriate. Typhon, thank you. Ultima Typhon. Yeah, I was like, that at least, it's kind of like techno-y, but I get it. The one not the one at Phoenix. Not the one at Phoenix Gate. So I think that felt like on brand to me. Anything at Phoenix Gate I think felt on brand. It was just that Typhon one. I was like, okay. But then again, like, what do I know? I'm new to the music is Devil May Cry. This part bombastic. Okay, it does seem like that. Finally, staggered. After 25 hours, a different vibe is welcome. Really? I'm like, all the same vibe, please. Forever and ever. Amen. But I like it so much. Titan Lost. This stage is called Titan Lost. Okay, looks like we're doing, hopefully not the same thing over again. Yeah, Odin and Bahamut fight was incredible. It feels like it was an eternity ago that fight happened though. Jesus. Got absolutely rocked by that. No, Typhon isn't Joshua, but Joshua has a piece of inside him. You know what I'm talking about? Ultima. But Typhon and Ultima are not the same thing, or they are the same thing. Part of it's probably because Titan is in 14.0 had the same style of music. Ah, that's actually quite a nice like nod then, like fan service, or like a nice little. It's not really an Easter egg. I don't really know what you'd call it, but you know what I'm trying to say. That's a nice thing to include then, because again, it's jarring, but it's not so jarring that I'm like big mad about it. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of like, I probably wouldn't have chosen to do that, but okay. Ah, the jumping ones get me, and then of course you get no time to attack. Reminds me of the Game of Thrones, yeah, when they had the house music during that fight. Exactly, when Tyrion had to go and lead the peoples to battle, that was notoriously what was playing. It was house music. Actually, deep house. You prefer this music? Really? Oh, give me the big bombastic orchestrated pieces. I love that. But it takes all sorts to make the world turn, doesn't it? Homage, thank you. That's exactly the word I was looking for. You didn't see the fight yet? No! Which fight, Gippy? Jump! Ah! I'm too busy wanting to just like rush in and do damage. Gotta slow down. No shot. I don't think I did any damage with that. That sucks. And it would be really nice to have had it right now, and I mucked it all up. Oh dear. I think I prefer Phase 2's music to the first part. Is this Phase 2's music? I like the big orchestrated pieces, but this was a fun change. They've done, I'll say this much, the gameplay style totally suits, no, this must be stage 2. Totally suits the gameplay and and the music match very well, in my opinion, right now. That kind of like, it sounds so mean. I don't mean it in like a mean way, but it's giving kind of like Sonic a little bit. You know what I mean? Like early 2000s Sonic game. Like one of the 3D titles. You know what I mean? No? Maybe a little bit. Doing it to the air. That sucks. The Odin one. Oh, it was a while ago. It was a while ago. Like ages ago. Frankly, towards like the beginning of the game at this point. I think so, right? Unless we're thinking about something else. The next Icon fight has your favorite music in it. Sub, forgive me, okay? I take it all back. Yeah, remember when Stannis boombox raged against the machine and pumped up the volume? Battle of the... Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I remember it happening. God, isn't that so weird? I had to like dig back in my brain. I was like, Stannis. And when you wrote Battle of the Bastards, I was like, oh yeah, okay. How strange, huh? If I came in during what I guess was a bit of a fight, I think you're on stage 5 now. Yeah, we've been here. It's a big fight, but it's worth it. It's awesome. And frankly, I think I've messed up a handful of this. Like I could be doing a lot more damage than I am. Because Ifrit was one of like the bigger icons. You're mine. And he obviously just looks so small against, like next to Tyson. Not even when Tyson was in this form. I mean, obviously, appropriately enough, Tyson needs to be the biggest one, but not the hand again. Clive robs Hugo of his hand now 3 times. Oh, the music was booming, as it should be. So good. Oh my god. Oh, aim and attack. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I've just seen my reticle now. I thought at first I was like trying to move in air. Now I understand obviously what I'm meant to be doing. Oh, sorry. No, I don't understand. I'm meant to be hitting this. I'm too busy hitting those epic rocks. Now I really understand what I'm doing. Soberberg, welcome in chat. This part was disorientating for you. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. Ah! It was hard for a second then to like get my orientation. What's up, what's down, who knows? Not heads up, Hugo. You're not about to launch that into his brain. Is up. Oh. Damn. Incredible. Jesus Christ. What a fantastic shot. Such a good shot. Oh my god, thank you for saying that. God damn it, die. But I guess it makes sense. We only defeated him in one of his forms. But see, now here's the thing though. Because we've got to go back to the important bit that we've all discussed. You all have told me to save. This is a very long boss fight that I would not have an interest. Not that it's not fun, it's great fun, but I don't want to do it again. So now I'm concerned because every other time that the game has checkpoints. Any time that I've like had an issue mid-fight with something, there's a checkpoint. So you guys aren't telling me that. Or like I don't know. I'm just nervous. Or maybe, did you want me to save? Because, no, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And it makes me very nervous. Fight has checkpoints, exactly. So that's why I don't know why people ask me about saving. This, yeah, maybe, oh, it for sure has checkpoints. The game has been, I think, fairly generous. Not that I'm worried about needing them, chat. However, comma. Oh, shit. I realised what I was supposed to do. Yeah, now you have proper choirs. We were covering all our bases when it comes to music. I mean, my word. This part's also disorientating because I have no idea where we are in relation. Like, are we falling down? I don't know what's happening. Falling down, but it's like I don't know what we're falling down through to. I assume just inside where the mother crystal is. But we're falling for a long time. But I also don't think I'm taking a particularly long time to do what needs to get done, you know? Maybe I am. You're falling through the big mountain. Okay, I mean, and it has to be a very big mountain to get us to be falling like this, my word. Can I brimstone right now? This solid. Oh yeah, this is such an epic boss fight. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, talk about going out with a bang. Yeah, we're free falling. Got to Aaron C. Woo, thank you so much. Okay. It's also funny seeing Ifrit like so elegantly dance about everywhere, you know? God. Horrible.
Ether from the Mother Crystal. You can do it.
Oh no, Clive, I'm not so sure. Oh no. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Mashing for my life. The OST is banging. I just need it to release already. God damn it. I think it releases on the 19th, but I need to listen to it now. I'm gonna literally, it's gonna be like the only thing I listen to as soon as it finally launches. Yes, I am, C Money. Are you British as well? I think that's a well-earned fanfare. My God. 40%. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm from London. Anime overload. But I live in New York. I live in New York. Shitty. Only arms day. Yeah, no leg day. GG's. Thank you, Dan, with the 600-bit cheer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The OST comes out for Pikmin 4. I've never been a Pikmin person. Is Pikmin worth it? With the triple take. I know, Jesus, huh? Not even the most spectacular fight in the game, in my opinion. I am in love with this game. I cannot wait to get to whatever fight you think is even better than this. Axis, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. And thank you for the follows, everyone. Massive, massive welcome in. It means the world to me. Okay. I mean, but we just fell through a mountain. And now we're not in... We're on the land. I expected to be, like, in the pits of hell at this point. That's the heart of the Mother Crystal. Wow. Whoa. So, there's so many moments in the game that feel like great. Jesus. So well done. It's so well done. Look at him. My God. Yeah, something really not good. Imagine having to record that.
Is that you, Ultima?
Okay.
What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
Yeah, this is bad.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Clive is Mythos?
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
That voice actor is the same voice actor that plays Viserys Targaryen in Game of Thrones.
Thank you, Joshua.
That's so sweet, isn't it? God, how perfect, man. Trig, welcome in! All the standing ground got blown away and people living in the town, yeah.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in
It's
its
just
flood.
Clive and Torgal in the world now.
Then one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
It is gorgeous. Each time it happens, it is so pretty. I just want to know who sent the head. God damn it. Holy Order of the Knights Dragoon, north of the Isle of Ark, I think it said.
Some medicine, my lord?
Again, as is the fashion in this game, it is breakneck speed.
Potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
I know, Blackhound. And Barnabas didn't even really care about
Consider
Benedicta.
your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
I mean, we knew that. It was giving Lawrence Tyrell. Yeah.
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
It's so heartbreaking.
I will always be your loyal servant.
I'm gonna cry, that's so lovely. Get it, Dion? I know. He's gorgeous, isn't he?
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new
Not my
assault,
type, but gorgeous.
our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Yeah, about that. I assume they know. They must know.
Not that I could avoid doing battle at all.
Oh, bless him. He is so lovely.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor.
We knew. Come on.
What is the meaning of this?
Sai, welcome in. Hi.
My father's orders.
We guys have a great night's sleep.
What were they? Quickly!
Yeah, this is horrible.
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Beautiful symbol. The flower falling on the floor. Flower falling on the floor is a great metaphor, symbol for what is happening right now. Olivier is his half-brother.
Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
My prince.
I'll ready your steed.
Thing is, like, surely they would know that this news isn't going to...
What is it now?
Oh.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
He's so pretty.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all.
You're on a K-pop band. I kind of see
I
it.
admit. I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
I wonder if that's metaphoric. Joshua picking up the flower.
How many years
That's
has it been
symbolic
since
of
the remembrance
Sunbright.
ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that
I quite
look
like
One.
Dion.
But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Have I got a story for you? What a great moment. What a great scene. Jesus Christ. That's a lot to unpack. Okay, before... I guess to unpack it before we carry on. Red mage vibes, huh? Imagine being... Oh, Sai, thank you. Welcome, welcome in. I mean, unless you're talking about... I mean, there's plenty of characters that we could be talking about here. Not me. Okay, so... Clive is... Mythos. Clive is now Clive and Sid and Mythos. I don't know who or what Mythos is, except that Ultima has... he is part of Ultima's design. And we'd kind of thought this for a while. We were like, whatever Clive is, he is different than... He's not a dominant. He's different than... Oh, and Ifrit. He's not a dominant. He's different than the rest of these. And that whatever he's using for his powers is not good. We were like this... And we kept on saying that. Like, oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. It can't be right that he's doing all these things. And it now makes sense because he's been... the man in the past that gave Clive the Ifrit power was Ultima. I ultimately don't think... I still don't think that it's Clive that injured Joshua. I still don't think he did that. Anyway, though, thatness aside, whatever's going on with Clive is not a good thing. Him continuously taking down these icons and taking their powers, also not a good thing. But I think someone from Waloed is in the loop of what Ultima is doing. I'm not entirely sure of Barnabas's plot in all of this yet. Thank you, Sub, for noticing my play on words. My not so subtle play on words. I had to do it again. Okay, disregard that terrible pun. We know that's happening. Now, back to what's going on with Dion right now, who is gorgeous. I'm not sure why Dion's dad would let Dion know that Olivier is now Emperor whilst Dion is on the battlefield. Because Dion's dad's not dead. Someone would have told him if... Well... No, Dion's dad's not dead. Dion's dad has intentionally named Olivier as Emperor because he has been told that Dion will be a traitor because it's Annabella setting everything up to serve her own purpose. Questions here. Questions. Questions. Yes, Ubax, thank you, thank you. Yes, Leibniz, not like this, except it is like this. I know the answer, but I don't know if divulging it is... Yeah, yeah. I'll visit Hippocrates later. Yeah, don't divulge. Joshua coming off as the big behind-the-scenes player that sets up the 200 IQ moves in the story. I don't know. Yeah, Joshua's just giving off... yeah, Joshua is giving off something like other than a power. He's very in the know this whole time. And I don't know if like the Phoenix Reborn ability might have anything to do with it or not. Oh, nice. Interesting. I don't know, just scrolling through some messages. And yes, Trig, welcome in. Trig Gap, welcome in. Pikmin is really fun if you like puzzle solving. I just never did any Pikmin games. Sorry. Scrolling through some old messages. Okay. Because he's a moron. Alright, we have to carry on with the main mission, nor would we want to do anything else. So let's carry on. I expect to have a fantastic night's sleep. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Sleep well. Out of the shadow.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Okay. Does it make sense to visit, Does it make sense to visit Hippocrates now, do we think, or later? Yeah, but I don't know why, because he needs, he needs, oh, JV, bless you. Oh. He needs Dion's head on the battlefield. Oh wait, hang on, let me buy potions before I forget. And he knows that would destroy Dion.
What became of Kupka? Why haven't we heard anything?
I don't know. Something.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
Gulpin. Good, she's got nothing new that I would want. Oh, cool. Now, hang on.
Find a better price than that.
Here's the real question. Why did you guys... Now's a good time to check. Okay, why did you guys... Thank you, Muse. Why did you guys keep on telling me to save? Why did you tell me to save so much? God, I was in a effing panic. I was in a panic that, like, I don't know, Jill was going to teleport on the scene and there was a possibility for me to, like, accidentally kill Jill. I was like, I can't, or get Clive killed or something. I was like, I'm going to lose my mind if that happens.
Is there something I might...
Oh, it's generally because of the battle. Oh, okay. I was like, holy shit, something... I'm like such a chronic overthinker, it's not funny, but I was like, I'm about to get someone killed and I really shouldn't.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Saving's just a good habit. And the crazy thing is, like, I'm normally so good at saving so much.
I should be happy to answer it.
I swear I'm normally so good at saving often, and yet I haven't been. Okay, the Warden of Earth, whom Hugo Kupka, the Warden of Earth, of whom Hugo Kupka is the current dominant. Not anymore. He takes form of a stone-skinned giant whose granite fists shake the earth with every mighty pummel. Titan's dominant awakens among the peoples of the Dalmekian deserts, the recipient of his strength being granted great power and status by the Republic in return for a commitment to protect the nation in times of war. The Warden of Earth, who takes on the aspect of a fearsome stony giant, he is known to awaken amongst the descendants of ancient Motes of Earth, a tribe who once dwelled in the deserts of what is now the Dalmekian Republic. By far the largest and most physically imposing of all the icons, Titan's strength was the bedrock upon which the Republic was built. Okay, let's do, like, I guess persons of interest. After Drake's head, that's old. Dominant Phoenix and former heir to the ducal throne, Joshua was thought to have died in the hands of Second Fire. During the disaster at Phoenix Gate. However, he somehow survived, appearing before his brother once more. 13 years later in the inner sanctum of Drake's head, and saving Clive from Ultima's advances by calling upon the power of Phoenix to seal the being within himself. We knew that. Any at the new hideaway? Yeah, that's old stuff. Dominant of the Icon Titan, after losing his hands to Clive's blade in the crypt of Rosalith Castle, he was spirited back to Dalmekia by enigmatic Waluda ally Lord Harbord. Clive followed after storming Kupka's stronghold in the heart of Drake's Fang to finish him once and for all. The duel that ensued, first with Titan, then with something even more terrible, led not only to Kupka's long-awaited demise, but to that of his nation's mother crystal. Dion's one is not updated. We're up to date with that. Yep. Don't think any of that's important. Yeah, you better save right after this. King of the Milkman Stab. I'm just gonna have to save after. I'm gonna have to save after all the little side missions that I do. Frankly, actually, yes, because we wouldn't want to have to go back and redo those. Don't think any of these people are worthwhile reading about. Yeah, companion protector of Joshua Rosfield, dominant of Phoenix. As loyal as she is dangerous, her blade is ever at the ready for any who might mean her master ill, and her tonics ever at hand to heal the sickly prince's hurts. Joshua addresses her by the name Yote, but it is unclear whether this is her true name or another pseudonym. Alright, they're very hush-hush about her realness. It's Final Fantasy, always be saving. Noted, Saget. Oh, thank you, Sai. Thank you so much. Dion is staged against Dalmex, right? Therefore, Waluda's too. Because the Empire broke the treaty and invaded Dominion, so everyone's sights are on Sombrek now. Yes. That's how I understand it. It's because you played Resident Evil. Yeah, we're saving as an effect on my score. You think I cared about my score in Resident Evil? Don't be ridiculous. I saved that bitch so many times. I saved, like, frankly, an annoying amount of times in Resident Evil. I think I spent more time on the typewriter than I did, like, actually doing something. Okay. Sir Terence, second in command of the Dragoons, the foremost fighting force of the Holy Empire of Sombrek. His sword remains ever at the ready should anyone be foolish enough to make an attempt on his life or his liege lord, Prince Dion. Born to a family of minor nobles, Terence entered the prince's service as a squire before climbing the Dragoons' ranks. He and Dion are lovers. Chief strategist and former field marshal of the Dalmatian Republic, whilst there was a time he took personal command of his troops, Hugo Kupka's rise to prominence led to his being recalled from a battlefield by reason of his advancing age, for which he bears a vainglorious, dominant, a deep-seated grudge. Well, oh, Hugo's dead, so who else would be, I guess, Ultima? Another worldly being that Clive encountered in the inner sanctum of Drake's head, he addressed Clive as Mythos before attempting to merge their consciousnesses. However, Clive was able to summon the will to resist the creature before Joshua returned from the... However, Clive was able to summon the will to resist the creature before Joshua returned from the dead to imprison it in a cage of flame that he sealed away in his own heart. Joshua returned from the dead? Oh, I think they mean that Clive thought he was dead until then. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. I was like, I do not remember him dying again. I know, I do totally see him. There's autosaves on there. Yeah, Trig. There's a whole bunch of autosaves, which is why I've not been saving. But I really should be in the habit of doing it, save it at least every now and then. Yeah, as far as Clive knew. Okay, so this is like written from Clive's point of view. Someone had written that it might be good to check in with Hippocrates. Is there a specific something in here that I should be reading that's worthwhile to read right now? Isn't that the whole point? You thought he was dead by everyone until that moment. Yeah, it's fair. But I think it's like we're so used to... We've known that Josh is alive for so long that it's like hard to be put in the mental state of like, oh wait, actually other people don't know that he's alive right now. An orphan girl who pays for her bread by making and selling medicines is a person of interest. Okay, medicine girl is not actually medicine girl. Medicine girl is someone else. I just don't know who right now. Okay.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Unless there's a specific entry that I should be reading, I'm going to leave here. But if there is an entry that's worthwhile to read that I did not read, please, please, please let me know. Sid saw amazing moments whilst he was there. Sid, you know what it kind of feels like? And I'm sure this is not the case. But Ralph Ineson, I can't remember how you pronounce his name, for sure is the like most top billed actor that they got. And so like part of me has the vibe of them being like, we can only afford to have him on for a certain amount of days. So unfortunately we just have to cut his character short because we can't afford to pay for more voice dialogue from him.
It was the same after Drake's breath. Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Long live the king.
I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a
So
stillness from
lovely.
Lumbo saying Drake's Fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
Yes.
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it.
Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
We wouldn't want to.
Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
I like that they force you to check in with Vivian. She is quite helpful. They Sean Beaned him. Look, and I'm not saying that's actually what happened. And I do think that it's worthwhile that Sid is not in the story at this point. I think it's led to interesting moments. It doesn't feel wrong that Sid died early on, but it does make me wonder if that was a potential reason that he is not in the game for longer. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
I do not like her. I don't know why I don't like her. Lels, welcome in! Just catching up with the 16 progress.
The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion.
We've had progress.
Over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873.
I like saying that, Belinus Tor.
Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest.
Because they're all dying.
Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
I mean, bless him.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
You don't understand.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
We know, I believe that we know that Barnabas is working with Ultima, right? Am I understanding that correctly? And so that's probably why Barnabas sent orcs to Dhalmekia to betray them, because they were doing some kind of... They were trying to... I was about to say they were doing some kind of testing. But I don't think it was that. I think they sent the orcs to I think the whole point was to orchestrate... I think the whole point was to orchestrate getting Clive to fight Hugo. Ultima clearly has skin in the game of wanting Clive to face off against these dominants, but then I also think they're doing some kind of testing with the dominants to try and get them extra juiced up as well. It seems like it's like a for science kind of thing, but I don't know. I don't know, right? It's not even that she's cold, Giffy. She's just annoying. Also, we are not talking about Tampon Gate again. I can't bear it. Odin feels like a menace. Yes, agreed. Is Barnabas Odin? Yes, he is. Cassary, good evening. How's it going, lovely? Harbord is close with Ultima. Yes, Harbord seems like Ultima's right-hand man. I mean, he said Mythos, but that's really all we have so far. That's true. And he's calling Clive Mythos. Yeah, exactly, Leibniz. Barnabas seems to know a lot about at the very least. Harbord had Ultima guys with him, yes. I think that they are in cahoots with Ultima. Orchestrate, Java, I see what you did there. So did you find the last Ultima scene creepy? Something unsettling about it. Ultima... Yes, it's creepy. Yeah, I feel... Do you know what's honestly the most creepy? Is Ultima's character design. The character without the eyelids, it's so well done. In that it's so horrifying to look at. I can't quite place my finger on it. And it's a weird... It's weird because... I'll finish the thought and then I'll talk to Karen. It's weird because this is a game where obviously really fantastical things happen. That's the point of the game, right? You've got these people like becoming these big, you know, monsters and whatever. And I'm speaking like super layman's terms. But there's something about Ultima that feels wrong to me. It feels like almost too sci-fi-y, like this other entirely... It kind of feels like, what's the point of the plight of the humans on Earth when you have this like alien figure coming in and orchestrating things? Do you know what I mean? That's kind of the vibe it's giving. And if I had to guess right now, and I don't want people to spoil for me, I'm just like theorizing openly. I think that Barnabas is in bed with Ultima because Barnabas, as painted by Vivian right now, seems to be a very incredibly ambitious sort of man. And Ultima, I think, has promised him that he would be able to secure Barnabas the throne if they work together. That's kind of what... And then, of course, he's going to get double-crossed. That's the vibe I'm getting. But Tampon Gate, what did I miss? Oh my god, Mysterious Lemon. I don't even have the heart to tell the story. It's so unhinged. Yeah, the eyes are so creepy. Yeah, it seems at Leibniz, huh? And how no muscles move on his face. Yeah. Oh, this is the last thing I want to say. Well, I'll finish catch up with chat and then I'll talk to Karen. The actor that does Ultima's voice acting is the same actor that played Viserys Targaryen in Game of Thrones, the brother of Daenerys Targaryen. And I think he's done a fantastic job with the voice acting. I know that part of it is obviously how they've modulated the voice in editing, but I think he does the delivery really well. Really, really well. How do you feel about clapping giant Titan cheeks? It feels fantastic. It's so good. Ultima sounds like how AI Revolution will be. Yeah, there's something it's like not hitting me quite right. It's maybe the way he doesn't seem to understand human emotions and feelings. Yeah, honestly, it just feels like some alien force that's come in, you know? Makes me feel... Ugh. Okay, let's tell Karen good news, shall we?
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
It is true.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true.
Charles really
Cougar
did
is
do
dead.
that.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
That is such, like, a British response. What she's really wanting to say is, I'm fucking thrilled, thank you so much. This has made my absolute, like, year and then some. But she's like, alright, I didn't really care anyway.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Cooker is dead.
His face.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
I'm sorry, am I being absolutely crazy? Or were those animations wild just then? Their faces looking something weird, something fierce, moving in weird ways. And then when they pan back to Clive was not looking like Clive. Little jump scare moment. It's such a fucking shame. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy because the so much of the game is so well done. It literally feels like they had two, like, the pros and the interns working on the same game. Do you know what I mean? It feels so different.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine.
I'm giving you a gift. Exactly.
Hugo Cooker is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is.
You shut your whore mouth, children.
And with good reason, children.
Yes.
Tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us.
Yes.
There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking.
We love crying. Let people cry.
All right. Brilliant.
Bratty children. Your 3 seconds of fame. There you go, Dan.
Dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Cooker fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him with my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. we see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto
It's
has
the cheap
anything else
budget
for
side,
me.
of course. Animation's coming in, yeah. But like, that's the sad thing though. These aren't even, that's not even a side mission. This is the main mission stuff to do. And it's just so, it's just such a shame. It's such a shame because again, like, there have been so many moments in this game that have phenomenal animation. The voice acting in the game, period, is always incredibly well done. And so when the animations don't really match what's happening, it's a letdown. But then, like, compounding that, like the insult to injury, is that there are so many moments in the game where it is done so well that it just sticks out like crazy. Yeah, they both get knives. Hugo killed their parents and they're laughing. I know. Bloody children. It's funny going from S tier badass combat visuals, yeah, to immediately having dialogue with PS2 animations. That is my exact point. That is my exact point. Because you go, I know what you're capable of. I know what you're capable of. And again, I do not work in development. I can only imagine how difficult and challenging it is, how time consuming it is, how much it costs. But the fact of the matter is that it is such a point of conversation. I have to believe it's not just me. Other people are having these conversations. We're having this conversation in chat. And also, the watermark for where, like, gaming in terms of, like, animation stuff is, it's just higher these days. It's just higher. And within this game, they meet and exceed the watermark so many times. It's just...
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
Professor Vivian?
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
I'm not ready
Very
to
well.
cry.
I'll suggest it.
I'm not ready to cry. Also, it's the smallest thing. But we're having this conversation with Otto, and there's a really deep sort of moment of, like, you should go back and visit the grave, and when you do, take Mid with you. And all you hear in the back is adorable little Nectar going, weep, whoop, weep, whoop, you know, with the little dingly thing. It's cute, but I found it a bit distracting. Ultima's design, the skin, the eyes, looks like the engineers from the Prometheus, right? He massively reminds me of he massively reminds me of the Prometheus engineers for sure. Did they have eyelids or not? Also, does anyone know how long this next mission is? Is it quite a long one? I've gone about this the wrong way. Actually, let me. Is there anything best that I can buy? No, right?
Is it business or pleasure? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
It's not that much of an upgrade, but it does seem like a sizable downgrade.
Finished, are you?
Okay. The development of this game apparently started in 2016. I guess you can see where some parts where COVID hit, and that actually makes a lot of sense. Thank you for sharing that, because that at least answers some of it. It's called optimizing. They cut corners at a few places, so they thought no one would care. Oh ho ho! Little did they know they would meet me. And I care so deeply that I'm just keep on annoyingly bringing it up. Why can I not navigate myself around this area?
I don't have any pictures in.
Valid. Jesus, sorry. His name is Sidolphus, so it makes sense his daughter's name is... Yeah, but is it mid... What is her name again? Oh, it just says Mid's Dungeon. It's something longer than that.
If I don't come up with something soon...
Oh, Blacksmith has new recipes. Okay, okay. Yeah, if you can imagine masks on their faces, the animations are fine. But like some of them, like, it was like the face...
Alright, Clive?
It was like doing weird shit.
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
A
Only
ship.
the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
Starship Enterprise?
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other
Cute.
vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that.
I like
First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Okay. This feels like it might be quite an involved side mission situation. Not side mission, you know what I mean. Quite an involved main mission, so I might actually end up pausing here for today. If I can even find my way down. Because I reckon this is going to be a whole sort of fetch quest to get the stack parts and whatnot, and it feels like it's probably the most organic stopping point, unless those of you that have played the game know of a better stopping point that's coming up. But stormy outside. What? Not a bad place to stop, honestly. Yeah, it has a few steps and then more into the story. Okay, so we will stop here for today then.